Welcome to Lesson 6 of our Learning HTML and CSS. Today we're going to talk about coding headings and paragraphs, special blocks of text, inline elements for formatting and identifying text, and how to code character entities. First, we're going to start off with coding headings and paragraphs. It's the most common content of the web page. And these elements are called block elements, and each one begins on a new line. If you see the table, it goes through and tells you how big each heading will be, and then how big the paragraph will be. And it shows the structure and importance of content on the page, and you always start with the H1 tag, and you decrease one level at a time to show subsequent levels of importance. And don't use levels as a way to size, or heading levels as a way to size text. Use a CSS to size it. And we'll look at an example of headings and paragraphs. Okay, as you see here, I've got all the levels of the headings with hello, hello, and you open and close it the same way. Make sure you have your black backslash in, and we'll go and we'll see what that looks like on the web page. Okay, here's our headings HTML. Let's open that up. And you'll see the different levels from H1 all the way down to H6, and then the paragraph. You see how it starts off big and gets smaller and smaller as it goes down. Now we're going to talk about special blocks of text. These do block quotes, and it'll display an actual quote in our address element, which displays contact information for the developer or owner of a website. And I'll show you the examples of those. Okay, here's how block quotes are coded. You have your paragraph of your writer and then your quote of what he said. And here's our address block of how to contact, and then you address it. Put a phone number, email, and end it with a /address. Okay, let's go to our block quote. And you'll see how it indented in after that and has your quote. Here's your address block. It italicizes your contact information. The next thing we're going to discuss is inline elements for formatting. And you see that we have your italics, your bold, subscript, superscript, and your break line. These are just a few to start off. And then for identifying inline elements, we have abbreviations, citations, computer code, EM for emphasis, Q for quotations, and strong is used for strong emphasis. And here's how we've quoted our inline example. And you'll see it is in between the paragraph. And it does require you to open and close it, or your whole, if you left that up there without closing it, the whole thing would be emphasized. And we'll see what this looks like. And here we are. As you can see, the EM had emphasis on that, our strong emphasis on the big year-end sale. Here is our subscript, and it put the 2 down there. The quotation added quotes to the end of there, and then our superscript put a 2 right up at the top. Now we'll talk about our character entities. Some web pages you'll develop will require special characters, such as a copyright symbol, to display these special characters, and you will use character entities. As you'll see, the character entities start off with an ampersand and end with a semicolon. We'll go through ampersand. We've got less than, greater than, copyright, registered, trademark, sent, plus minus, and then we also have quotes and non-breaking spaces. And we'll go through and see what this looks like. Okay, here's where I've got our opening single quote. And these you don't have to have any brackets or ending, but it is in between the paragraph brackets. There's our quote, our degree sign, ampersand, greater than, and copy. And we'll see what this looks like on the web page. Okay, let's go to our special characters. We'll see that it put in that quote up there to do the contraction, our quotes for what Santa said. And then we have our degrees, our ampersand, our greater than sign, and then we have our copyright. And that will end this lesson, and we'll continue on to the next with lists and links and how to work with those.